Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to have the lady they call Molly from the I get mixed up. I mean, the land of many rivers, right here in St. Martin. You know, it was nice to meet her in Dominica. Now it's even overwhelmed to meet her here in St. Martin. So, of course, Molly, I'm going to ask you, how is the stay? How is it here in St. Martin?
Well, the stay is wonderful. I love St. Martin. I love the energy of the people, the sun, the sea, the accommodation, the energy, the vibes in St. Martin is just very awesome. And just a point of correction, it's Monelle and not
Monelle. You know me already.
It is okay. But yes, it was a pleasure seeing you in Dominica. And of course, now I get to meet up with you in Barbados, or rather St. Martin,
Yes,
for
St.
this
Martin.
interview. So thank you very much for having me this evening.
All right. So now that you're here, we want you to tell the population of St. Martin everything.
Everything about what exactly?
How about you know what? The Creole Festival, the most biggest thing, unless you want me to talk about the airport.
Oh,
That's the next big thing I got coming.
that is correct. Alright, so the World Creole Music Festival, Dominica's World Creole Music Festival, is happening this October from the 24th to the 26th at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. So this year we're celebrating 25 years. So we say it's 25 in the 25, the 25th edition. So this is the biggest, or will be the biggest festival on the cards for Dominica. So we're inviting everyone, each and every one of you tuned in right now in St. Martin and further afield, to come down to Dominica to experience this Creole Carnival, where all different Creole cultures from the world converge on one stage. That is the World Creole Music Festival's stage. So there's free nights, great vibes, lots of things to do, but we also want you to think not coming to Dominica just for the World Creole Music Festival experience, but come for 2 weeks in Dominica. Why? Before the event, there's multiple fests happening in Dominica. There's an event called Village Creole taking place from the 21st to the 23rd of October, and there is the multiple other fests happening as well the week or the days leading up to the festival. And after the festival, there's more fests as well. So there's party, lots of activities, great energy in Dominica. And if you've been to Dominica before, we have a day break. We believe in having day break experiences. So we don't want to stop until the sun comes up. So you get to experience that in Dominica. So multiple fests happening before the World Creole Music Festival, multiple happening after, but also the island is very beautiful, it's magical. You can create or have multiple experiences in Dominica when you come across. So come to Dominica for the festival, yes, stay for multiple fests. Great, but also explore the nature island. We have waterfalls, we have rivers, we have lakes, we have sperm whales, about 250 sperm whales in our water residing year round. You can take a boat and go whale watching, you can hike. We have 14 segment of the White National Trail. There's also a 14 segment kayak trail in Dominica as well, sea trail in Dominica as well. If you're into river tubing, we got you. If you're into horseback riding, we got you. We have black sand beach, we have white sand beaches. So we have options for you, different things that you can do in Dominica when you get here. Also, think relaxation, unwinding, getting yourself back to normal if you want to get there. We have hot spas, natural hot spas or volcanic in nature. So you can have a natural water hot spa, you can have mineral water bath, you can also have a sulfur water bath. You can rub the sulfur on your skin. It has all these great properties. You can soak in the sulfur spa as well. So Dominica gives you, plus lots more. So Dominica gives you many opportunities to unwind, to rejuvenate, to have a great time, and to fully immerse yourself in the Dominica culture. So come to Dominica for about 2 weeks. Enjoy the island, enjoy the fete. And go back to St. Martin, probably ask your boss for a day off or two because you've had an awesome time in Dominica and you need to get your head back into the work game. Yeah.
Oh my God, people of St. Martin, what she's saying, I experienced it and I must tell you, it is awesome.
Where did you go?
I went Shujapu.
Nice.
I went Jacko Fall.
Good. We have 12 waterfalls, by the way, so there's only one of 12. So there's 11 more that you need to do in Dominica.
Yeah.
Yes.
But something I heard you mention I didn't do. That would be amazing.
What is that?
To go and listen to the whales.
Yes.
Oh
We have sperm whales. With a guide, you're able to do swimming with the sperm whale. Of course, it is not something.
No, listen. I'm not swimming with no whale.
Well, that option is available.
You saw what happened in
the
that woman? No.
They're not too they're not that aggressive. They let you like, hey, what's up now? What's up, whale? This is me, Monelle, just swimming here, just swimming. No?
You don't know about some man people. When we go to the beach, it's knee high. Not swimming with no shark, and I'm not swimming with no whale.
Okay,
I
so
stick to the river.
In that case, then you can go on a boat, and then you can do the whale watching.
Yeah. I'll watch them. I like to hear the
option
sound. It's a unique sound it makes, stuff like that. Yeah, I'll do that.
And then there's snorkeling too. I forgot to include that. There's snorkeling. We have some of the healthiest coral reefs in the region. So you can snorkel during the day, and you can even snorkel at night. There's night snorkeling offered in Dominica.
Man.
Particularly in the north of the island, Portsmouth, Coconut Beach, there's night snorkeling, and it is amazing.
I was thinking about that. I was saying, I'm out during the day all day, but what does they have at night besides the clubs and stuff?
Go
Man,
snorkeling.
I didn't know snorkeling at night.
Yes.
Oh my God. I gotta put down the list for sure.
Please and thanks.
Yes, I tell you, Dominica was a very nice experience, and I recommend everybody, if you get a chance, go and experience it as well. And I tell you, I love it so much.
Take a look louder, just in case they don't hear you.
I say, they could hear me. There's one thing with my who I got their system, she good. So I was saying, I like it so much. One of my posts, somebody say, just ask Garrett for a key and you give me a house. If I get a house, trust me, I come in, you know. It's nice. No, serious. It was the sulfur, the warm water.
Okay, so what else did it?
That's what I'm going to say. I did the sulfur.
And how you felt after? You did that?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was eating pure natural food. I wasn't eating no more of my for a customer eating, you know. And it was amazing. It was a different feeling. I swim with the fishes in the river. You got fishes in the river?
Yeah, we got fishes in the river, yeah.
Man, I didn't know that. So I had a nice experience, you know. So, what have you done since you've been here?
Well, since I've been to St. Martin, I went around to the city. I pick up items. No, when I invite you to Dominica, I encourage you to shop. Because when you shop, you support the business owners, the vendors, etc. So when I go to every country, I support too. Okay. And something that I enjoy doing also is doing some sightseeing. So I haven't done sightseeing yet in St. Martin. It's on my bucket list for a natural site or two. But I did do some shopping and some eating. Today I went to this great Indian restaurant. I had my naan bread in my mustard lot, whatever it's called. I was like, So that was a lovely experience for me. And had a press conference on Wednesday. So Wednesday we held a press conference right here at Oyster Bay Resort. I want to shout out the management of Oyster Bay Resort. Thank you so much for sponsoring this press conference. Everything was on point and we appreciate that. The turnout from Dominicans were great. We had some Dominicans being present at the press conference. It was a great feeling to see, my people at the press conference as well.
Full of Dominicans,
Yes. Roy was present. Roy is one of the artists performing for the festival. He was present at the press conference. Bonnie is not on island, but she joined us via Zoom. So we had a wonderful press conference, and I've done multiple interviews. In fact, this is my 5th interview for the day. Yes, so I've been very busy, going to different radio stations, doing promotions for Dominica's World Creole Music Festival and the destination. Because I love my country and I love what I do. So it's great to communicate to the people of the amazing things that they can do in Dominica. So this is what I've been up to here, and I look forward to having some adventures before I leave on Saturday.
Alright, I hope I can help you.
What do you recommend? What do you recommend doing here?
I recommend you go to Maho and watch the plane fly over your head.
Oh, that's when they get pushed behind.
Yeah, but you don't get pushed no more. They put 2 fins because
you don't get pushed, but that was the excitement. Huh?
Before it was 1 fin, it was more. You could have get really, blast. But until they had this lady, this American, I believe, when she hit her head and she was injured, so they put another fin. They tried to make it a little more safe, but. And most of the planes, they don't full throttle no more like before. They will ease up. Some of them will, make you feel the blast,
Yeah.
So that is one I would like you to try.
Okay.
Of course, I would like you to go and visit our bird park where we have a lot of different amazing different colored birds. They come and you feed them, you take pictures with them. And of course, I would advise you to go and see the iguanas. We're full of iguanas here. They give you a stick with and you can feed them. And there's a big one, big orange one.
You eat the iguanas?
Well, I heard some people eat it. They said it sounds like it tastes like chicken, but I don't eat it.
Okay.
You know? So that is nice as well. And then I heard you talk about food. We talk about the Indian. Come on, man. How you gonna come
I went to Biggie's.
When you gonna come to Martin, you're gonna
I went
eat
to
Indian
Biggie's.
food,
No,
man.
listen.
You need local food. You need to taste St. Martin hand. When grandmother and grandfather, you need to go to the Lolos.
To correct this,
Mm-mm.
I did inquire. So yesterday I was with Rui, and then he took me to this spot, Biggie's.
Biggie's? Okay.
Yeah. So then she made the Kong. I had some Kong and some salad. Kongs, yeah, and some salad. So I did try to immerse myself. I've been eating everywhere I travel, so I'm really
I
trying
heard
to
about Biggie's
be
here,
careful.
so I'll look out for Biggie's.
Yeah, so this was really good. It's so local. She's been here for numerous years. So I did try the St. Martin hand, okay?
No, you need to.
I did.
The number one local eating
What is your
area
local food?
is in Grand Cars, Lolo's. That's where we recommend you to go.
Lolo's. What
Lolo's.
do you recommend that I eat?
Oh my God. When you go there, you're going to see everything in display. You know, most restaurants, you go, the food's in the back. You don't know what's going on. You know, something could happen, you don't know. But at the Lolo's, everything is at display. Grilled fish, grilled ribs, grilled chicken, everything is right there. You just ask for what you need, what you see.
So what is the St. Martin food?
Well, you know, we've been in discussion with that about what is our national dish. And some people would say the real national dish is fish and Johnny cake. Because some would say chicken leg and Johnny cake, but that was
Johnny cake, we call it bakes. I had Johnny cake.
Yes,
okay,
yes,
so I had Johnny cake.
And you know, we would say fish soup with bakes, since it says bakes. That is what we would really say when we come to the last conclusion. But most people would tell you it's chicken leg and Johnny cake and.
Okay, so this is what I had fish, tick. I had bakes, tick.
Okay.
So I'm okay.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that is concerned.
But you still need to eat at the Lolo's in
Eat
Grand
at
Cars.
Lolo's, check out the iguanas, check out the birds, and then there's the blast from the airplane by the airport.
Yes, and since you say you like sightseeing, I recommend you two places as well. You could go to the fort in Marigot. There's a Fort Hill.
That's on the front side.
Front side.
Okay.
There's a flag up there. There's a French flag. You can go up there. You can see overlook the whole of Marigot. That's a nice sightseeing. And also you could go at Pig Parody. That's our highest hill on the island. One of the highest hills. You could go up there too. And yeah, a lot of people like do a Latry Farm. Latry Farm, we're on the river, but that's our only natural running water. And I believe it's a fee to pay to go there though.
I don't mind. I believe in supporting your economy. If I cannot encourage you to come to Dominica and support our economy and shy away from supporting yours. So I look forward to some adventure while I'm here.
Alright.
So that's awesome. But even after I leave, I want you to come to Dominica with me for the World Creole Music Festival. It's 3 nighs, pulsating rhythms, 3 nights where different Creole cultures converge on one stage. Great energy, great vibes. This year we have almost 50 artists on the main stage, and that's not the only stage. There's two stages in Dominica at the festival.
Yes.
So there's a main stage on the lawn, or rather on the playing field, and then there's another stage on the forecourt. And the names the names I will present shortly, they are not those presenting on the forecourt. So I can say comfortably that we have over 50 acts performing in Dominica for the World Creole Music. More than 50, over 50. Because in addition to the 47 and 48 that I will call shortly, there's the cultural groups, there's special DJs, there's other artists from Dominica and other places that will be on the forecourt as well. So you're in for an electrifying sensation in Dominica for the World Creole Music Festival, and I'm hoping that you guys do the right thing and come to Dominica, get your tickets, get yourself ready, hop on a flight very soon and join us in Dominica. Ready for the lineup?
Yes.
Let's talk lineup and the nightly course for the World Creole Music Festival. Friday, this is what it looks like. Friday, October 24th. We start at 8 p.m. on the lineup, random order. From Antigua, Burning Flames, Dominica, Midnight Groovers, Halibut, Gil Fountain, and TK International. Out of the USA and Haiti, New Look. Out of Jamaica, Romain Virgo and Masika. Out of St. Martin, your Prince of Zouk, as you call it, Oswald is performing. Yes. So, and also on the lineup we have Still Pulse out of UK and Jamaica. So this is the Friday night. I like to call it Fire and Foundation. The cost for Friday nightly tickets, general admission, is only $77 US. Very reasonable. So yes, this is the cost. That was the lineup. So Saturday, October 25th, night number 2. On the lineup, oh, by the way, before the lineup, I know you guys love Bouyon music. I want to say thank you so much for embracing our Bouyon artists.
Yeah,
you guys have been phenomenal. I think you'll call us Saint Dominica in Saint Dominica in St. Martin. So thank you for embracing our music. Thank you for embracing our people. Thank you for embracing our culture. And I'm loving that you have Bouyon artists emerging from St. Martin. So that is amazing. Kudos to you and thank you so much. We Dominicans, we appreciate you very much for the continued support.
Of course.
So let's talk.
We grew up on CK, you know. We got CK one time.
One time. And CK is on the lineup, so you can see
CK.
on Saturday. So let's talk Saturday, October 25th, night number 2. I call this one Creole Carnival. Random order, Bouyon sensation, because you love Bouyon music so much, and Bouyon is taking over the world. Almost every Bouyon artist, you know, will be in Dominica performing on that main stage, and the majority of the Bouyon artists will be performing on Saturday evening. So this is one you don't want to miss. So Saturday we have out of Dominica, Asa Banton. There is the WCK
but this is
band.
like his home, man.
Yeah, it's
a good way you want to say.
Yes, and WCK band. Also there is Roy out of St. Martin performing. Ridge, Pooders, Kenny G, Kwan, DJ MG, Little Boy, Faithy, the Bouyon Barbie, and Ebony Empress. You like MJ?
Yeah. He had me sitting on the bench.
You were sitting on the bench.
He had me on the bench.
Police will take you out on the bench.
Nah. We're going to build the next one.
Oh, shucks. Problem that.
We're going to build empires now, you know.
And also Ebony Empress out of St. Martin will be performing as well. She's making hits after hits and we're loving the music, so we look forward to seeing her on the main stage. Also performing out of Dominica, there's the First Saturday Band, Gordon Henderson, Ophelia Marie, Linford John. You know, the folks with the Cadas Lipso. The Creole Festival in its history, it started with the Cadas Lipso music. So it's important to us to maintain that vibe throughout the carnival, the Creole experience in Dominica, the festival experience in Dominica. So they're bringing that Cadas Lipso flair to the World Creole Music Festival. From Haiti and France, we have Joey Duet Filet out of Trinidad and Tobago, Kester Band. From Jamaica.
What's under my nose?
From Jamaica, we have Vibes Cartel and Spice performing as well. How did you do that?
Gaza, but down here you just use the West for we. It's we time, but he just use the Gaza side.
I have to like cross
this, you know. The West is the West.
Okay.
Long time that there, you know what I mean?
That's it.
That's it.
Yo, that's
we time.
Alright, so We Time is on Saturday, October 25th. Night, and the cost for Saturday, October 25th is $115 US, EC equivalent $300 EC dollars. Night number 3, the grand finale, Sunday, October 26th. This is the last night for the festival. You don't want to miss this one or any night on the festival lineup. You're bracing tears on the lineup. Yes. On the lineup, we have from Nigeria, Tiwa Savage. From Trinidad and Tobago, Bunji Garland and Fayon Lyons. From St. Lucia, Ezra the Fun Machine. Ezra is bringing his friends from St. Lucia to Dominica for the festival. So there's this whole Dennery segment is going to be active on the main stage. From Guadeloupe, we have Kassav. Out of USA, we have Kelani, the R&B artist. And from Dominica, there's the Ecstasy Band, Michael Henderson, Elijah Benoit, Trilogy, Nice, Rio, Shelly, and the Signal Band. So this is the lineup on the main stage. Not the entire festival, this is just the main stage of the World Creole Music Festival. I'm not going to tell you it's on a side stage, but I will tell you it is going to be as exciting as the main stage, so you have to come and experience that. And it is so good that some people, they never see the main stage for festival.
Okay.
They spend the entire festival experience on the forecourt. The side stage, or rather the other stage, the second stage, is on the forecourt of the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. Lots of people spend the entire time there. They're eating, they're drinking, they're dancing, checking out who's performing on that stage, and they're fine. They're having a grand time. They never see the main stage. They never enter the grounds of the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. So you can understand the experiences at different points is just great. You know, from the time you step in, rather from the time you land in Dominica, it's a party.
Okay.
We ensure that the ambience is created at the airport. So there's music, there's a DJ with music or steel pan performing at the airport, at the seaport. There's drinks being served, so you can have a drink, a cocktail, right at the airport to start you right off and start the vibe, the energy great from the time you land in 767. And of course, throughout the island, there's vibes, there's lots of things to do. As I mentioned earlier, lots of fests to participate in Dominica. And of course, you know, time you enter the venue, Windsor Park Sports Stadium, you're greeted with the aroma of the great cuisine from Dominica. You know, make sure you have a one pot. Do me a favor. If you come to Dominica, you must have a one pot, a broth. Have a broth. So a broth is really good to reset you. So if you drink too much alcohol, get a broth.
Okay.
Get a nice fish broth with some smoked meat.
You
know, it'll shock you back to normal. You know,
so good for the back anyway.
It could also be good for your back. You know,
man.
So there's that as well. So time you come in, you're greeted with the aroma, the smell of the wonderful food at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. You know, you see all the beautiful decor. There's photo area. There's someone on the stage.
What's your guys' national dish? Because you know,
callaloo is our national dish.
Callaloo.
Yeah, okay, callaloo. Good. We like to do it with crab callaloo.
Crab callaloo.
Yes.
Okay, good.
And then in October, the hunting season is open, so we are free to have plenty crab and plenty catch and catch and kill. Thank you to all the animals who stayed alive.
I did saw some crab. I saw some manikou too.
Yeah, we eat manikou in Dominica. I've tasted it. Yes, it's not too bad.
I saw a lot of them in the road get knocked down. I want to know.
Well, some got accidentally killed, you know, crossing the road without permission and whatever. So that happens, you know.
Well, down here you will find some guanas like that trying to cross the road too.
And they get killed. It happens everywhere.
We start to have monkeys too. So if you hear about
I
that,
heard so. Y'all eat monkeys?
No. I heard people eating them. The first time I heard them eating them was in St. Kitts. But for here, so far, I ain't hear nobody eating monkeys. But they're eating the guanas for sure.
Okay, well, that is great. So then I was talking about the experiences at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. So the grounds is one such experience. Also, we have lots of things on sale at the venue. So if you're looking for things or items to bring back to St. Martin, then the festival is a great space to start. You get the different arts, the crafts, the shirts, the different things from the different vendors, you know, souvenirs.
The hats.
That's the term. Yes, you get all the different souvenirs that you can take back to Dominica for your friends or for your family members. So that in itself is a wonderful experience. And of course, on the main ground of the festival, there's lots of photo areas. There's food and drink on the inside, lots of drink bars on the inside of the venue that is on the main grounds of the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. So you don't need to leave that area to go to the forecourt. You can actually spend the entire time there. And if you don't want to stand for the entire experience, or rather, this is not an event where you have to walk with your furniture. In some countries where there's events, people will walk in their chairs and they will sit for the entire experience. The event takes place at the stadium, Windsor Park Sports Stadium. There's stands, there's sits in the stands. So if you want to sit, you're on the ground, you have general admission ticket, you can sit on the stands at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium and enjoy the entire festival. That option is open to you. So think, if you want to be in your heels, that's fine. At some point, you can go and sit. You can remove your heels and enjoy yourself. It's important that you come dressed comfortably. You dress for you, You don't think of people when you're dressing. You're free to express yourself respectfully, of course, in Dominica for the festival. So that's a great addition. There's no theme. There's no great expectation from you where your dress code is concerned. Of course, we just have to keep in mind we have to be willing to accept the consequences for our actions.
Okay.
So if you do something and you know there's gonna be some consequences, be willing to accept it. Otherwise, just be you, be free, be authentically you in Dominica for the World Creole Music Festival experience. And of course, season tickets, general admission is only $230 US for general admission to the World Creole Music Festival. Rather, for season tickets, general admission to the World Creole Music Festival.
There you have it, people. Right here on Ghetto News.
But that's not all, that's VIP. And I didn't talk about VIP yet. Now, VIP, guys, is an experience that you have never done before. Or some of you probably did it, and I know you liked it. And if you liked it, then I'm certain that you're going to come back again for another VIP experience. So think, you're in VIP, you can get a tattoo done. Yes, there's tattoo artists at the VIP.
You mean a real tattoo?
A real tattoo. You can get one done at the VIP. There's artists doing their paintings at the VIP. If you want a portrait done, that can be done for you at the VIP. If you're looking for, if you don't care about the DJs or the performance on the main stage, there's DJs in the VIP. You put on your headset.
What?
And you can swap for DJs and you can be jamming if you're on your friends and your partners, enjoying your own experience at the festival. There's that option for you as well. We also have an amphitheater. Think, you're going to the movies, right? You have popcorn, you have juice, you're seated, big screen. This is what you can do at the festival. You don't need to stand at the front or anywhere. You can be in the theater and just watch the festival on a big screen and vibes, cross your legs, eat your popcorn, and you're there in the amphitheater. From the VIP, you get front row access to the front of the stage, so you're very close to the artist. So it's the pit with the media people, and of course the stage right there. You're close to the media folks. Of course, you're the ones that are going to be captured the most because the cameras are right there to your face. You're in VIP, there's the artist meet and greet. You get to meet the artists performing for the festival, of course, at their discretion. Also in the VIP, you get to taste some of the best foods in Dominica, signature drinks. You get your special cups every night. You get your signature bags. The VIP is quite the experience. There's drinks flowing throughout the entire night, food flowing throughout the entire night. At some point with every year, Next Connects Radiance Production, they do something special. So there was this one year, there was a theme, some aqua theme, if memory serves me right. But there was a mermaid on a table. So someone, a beautiful female with a tail, lying down on a table, and seafood all around her,
What the hell?
Yes. So there's that happened at VIP. So if this is one example, you can imagine the kind of experience you're going to have in Dominica for the VIP. And there's different tiers. There's the village VIP, there's the party VIP, and there's the ultra VIP. Ultra, think gourmet, think private chef, think all the exquisite things that you can imagine happening at a festival. This is one such that you're going to have at the Ultra. And you have a sky deck view at Ultra. So you get to be all the way to the top, overlooking everyone at the festival and having the perfect view to the stage. This is the Ultra experience. Think lobster, shrimp, salmon, all these expensive food that you can think of prepared fresh in front of you. This is what you're going to experience at the VIP in Dominica. And the price is reasonable. It's great. So let's talk price for the VIP experience in Dominica. What is that like? For the Ultra VIP, that is the highest tier, that is US $1,321. For the Party VIP, US $687. And for the Village VIP, the cost $908 US. I will plug in also for the VIP. There is, or rather, the team identifies the different vendors, food vendors in Dominica that people love. and the foods that you like. So you like the roadside barbecue, the roast bakes. You like this. You like your barbecue from that vendor. You know, you like the peanut tablet and the guava cheese and you know, you find all of that in VIP.
Nice.
So in VIP, you experience Dominica in VIP in grand style. There's a place to sit. At one point, they were roasting a pig. Year before last, they had a pig roast live in the VIP, and then you can enjoy some hot pig cut straight from the fire to your plate. So the VIP, and this year they're celebrating 25 wonders. So that is the theme. So they have not told me what exactly it's going to be. I don't know. They want me to tell you. They tell me I'm going to tell you. So they're not telling me yet. But it's 25 wonders. So if what I mentioned before is what has transpired before with the mermaid, etc., and last year's experience, even last year, they were trying to do a helicopter tour for Ultra. You know, so you can imagine VIP goes big in Dominica for the festival. So if you want to experience the ultimate VIP experience in the region, then you need to attend the World Creole Music Festival. You need to get a ticket for Ultra, or rather for the VIP, so you can have that experience right here on the Nature Island. And of course, sometimes it rains, they give you umbrellas, they give you ponchos, they call it, the little raincoats, yeah. So you're okay. So VIP takes care of you. Nice. And even if you're not in VIP, it doesn't mean that you're not going to enjoy the festival. On the grounds is amazing, or as amazing as the VIP. Listen, last year I was everywhere. At some point I was in the center of the crowd and I was jumping with the people. You know, I wanted to feel the energy. What's it like? Because at some point I was on the stage and I'm seeing people and I'm seeing everybody jumping and smiles and, you know, all this big vibes, hand in the air, everything. I was like, okay, Monelle, we need to experience that for a few minutes. Yeah, man, I went down and I was there and I was living and I felt the energy and the pulse, and that in itself is an experience of its own. And sometimes it's so magnetic that even if it rains sometimes, they don't leave, they don't move. Yeah. They stay, they get soaked and they just enjoy it, artist after artist, vibe after vibe. So this is the sort of experience that you can have at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. And of course, your safety is our responsibility, and we do not take that lightly. So we do have security at the venue. You will see the full force of the police and security personnel, the cadets, etc. at the festival to ensure your guarantee your safety. Also, our vendors, their food handlers permit are up to date. There's water flowing at every vendor location to ensure that hygiene is maintained. In fact, the people from the Ministry of Health, Environmental Health, they are at the venue every night checking the vendors to ensure that they follow the guidelines to guarantee your safety and your health in Dominica for the World Creole Music Festival. So that, of course, we ensure that we maintain. And also at the festival, we bring you the vibes, the energy, the life, the pulse of Dominica. You can feel that at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. So get your tickets. Tickets are available online at www.dominicafestivals.com. You can get your tickets before you come to Dominica. And by the way, if you buy your tickets at the gate, the price will increase at the gate. So here's the idea. Get your tickets early, get them online. If not, get your tickets in Dominica when you get here. We have places in Dominica, ticket outlets. If you know the names, remember the names. There's the Deepex Scholar Lab, and there's the Bullseye Pharmacy, and often at some point you should be able to get your tickets somewhere close to the waterfront in Roseau, Dominica, as soon as you get off the ferry and land in Dominica. So we have options or locations for you to get your tickets. You have lots of options to get your tickets. So get your tickets early for the festival. And of course, getting to Dominica is easy with air. Direct flight to Dominica into Caribbean will take you here. Caribbean Airlines, Sunrise Airways will take you to Dominica. If you're in Miami, American Airlines is your go-to. If you're in Newark, New Jersey, then United Airways will get you to Dominica. Thanks to Caribbean Airlines, they now offer flights from New York to Dominica with a stop in Trinidad. And also, Caribbean Airlines, they fly from San Juan, Puerto Rico to get you to Dominica. And if you're in St. Thomas, also connected flight from San Juan, Puerto Rico, Contour Airlines has started flying, and we'll be starting sometime in September. What, we in September? Yeah. Contour Airlines, you can get a flight. They're starting this one for the festival season, and of course until. So you can catch a flight from St. Thomas or San Juan to Dominica via Contour Airlines. And of course, if you prefer the ferry ride, then you can head over to Guadeloupe, to Martinique, to St. Lucia. RFS Express de Zille will get you to Dominica for the World Creole Music Festival experience. And don't worry, if you don't get a flight in St. Martin, go to another island. You know, there are lots of hubs, there are different airlines that can get you to Dominica if you don't get a flight from St. Martin. I recall for the carnival, there were no flights at some point to get you to Dominica for the carnival. By the way, thank you so much to all of you who came to Dominica for our carnival. We had a 34% increase, and that is partially due to you and your support. So I'm saying thank you very much for supporting Dominica's carnival. Thank you so much for your continued support for the World Creole Music Festival. And we want to see you in Dominica for the festival. And because we want to see you in Dominica, we have a little Dominica party happening on tomorrow Friday. Yes. We have a Dominica night on tomorrow Friday from 6 to 10 p.m. We're at TJ Cassava Coalpot. You know that?
I can find it.
That's it. TJ Cassava Coalpot. We have Dominica night there. And we're giving away tickets, so 6 people are going to get free tickets to attend the festival. You know, so come have some good time. We have Roy Rhythm, his band is performing. Roy is one of the artists on the main stage. So come and experience that. There's DJ Chef performing as well. Yes.
Local from a long time.
Yes. So we're tapping into the locals, we're tapping into Dominica and St. Martin. We're bridging that connection right there. So you can come enjoy a night of great music. Enjoy the music from the artists performing from the festival. Get a chance to win a free ticket to Dominica for the World Creole Music Festival, and come have fun with us. And when you come in, bring your flags. If you're from Dominica, bring something to rep your country. You're from St. Martin, bring something to whichever island you're from, and you hear me right now. When you come in, bring something to rep your country. It's all about repping, it's all about celebrating together and embracing what we have. Because it's not just a Dominica festival, this is our festival. Because you are part of the experience. And because of you, we have a continued success. Because of people like you, our hoteliers, they make money. Our restaurateurs make money. Because of your tour guides, you know, the people who make their crafts, everybody, the pharmacies, the bus drivers, the taxi operators, because of you, every fraction of our society benefits. So I'm saying thank you for your continued support. And we look forward to your continued engagement. And of course, Dominicans, we always hear in St. Martin when you have your carnival and your experiences. So it's not a situation where we want you to come and support us and we don't support you in turn. We come too. We support you too. Because we believe in supporting our brothers and sisters. We believe in collaboration. And it is through this kind of collaboration and engagement that we as Caribbean people can help grow each other's economy. So we believe in that wholeheartedly. We're playing our part as Dominicans, supporting you guys in St. Martin, and we appreciate the support that you give to us in Dominica. We look forward for the continued support and continued engagement.
Thank you very much for this interview here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay here in St. Martin, SXM.
I thank you very much for having me this evening to talk about Dominica and the World Creole Music Festival. And of course, if you guys are hearing me right now, book your calendars for next year, because Carnival next year is going to be bigger than this year. Yes. So Carnival is February 16th and 17th. Our Carnival always falls before Ash Wednesday.
Okay.
So come for that. It's going to be awesome. Jazz and Creole, somewhere about May 3rd. 2026, so mark your calendars for that. Is going to be another phenomenal event in Dominica. There's lots of things happening in Dominica, you know, so I invite you to come. And if you cannot make it to the festival, just come and immerse yourself in nature. Come walk around, take some time to unwind, to relax, to meet new people. You know, do me a favor when you come here too. Find a bar. We have great bush rums. Sample 1 or 2 bush rums from Dominica. Make a friend, get a connection. You know, hike, do something in the environment. But just be you. Be authentically you. You're free to express yourself in Dominica. And I invite you to come to Dominica World Creole Music Festival. Come for the music, stay for the vibes. And for that, you need about 2 weeks on the Nature Island. So I'll see you very soon, and I thank you so much for joining us, and I thank you very much for this interview.
All right. You know we don't do it too.
Okay.
Okay.
I normally do this one. Like when I do this, I normally go.
Oh, when you just add that.